What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Like the title says, today's video, pike, man, more pike. Forgive me, there's been a lot of pike content and there's only more to come. March is pike fishing for me. But like I said, today's video was a good one and it was a gorgeous day. It started out super nice, just wearing my hoodie, sitting out on the ice, having a fire, to like torrential downpour and 70-kilometer-an-hour gusts. But we stuck it out and I'm glad we did because it was chaotic, to say the least. Yeah, it was a good one. So make sure you watch until the end and let's get into it. So we just got to the lake. I don't fish this lake often, but it is packed out there. And look at the ice shacks in this parking lot. Insane. Beautiful morning. It's like 1 degree out and we're on a mission for a big pike. Supposed to get super windy today, so I'm gonna try and make like a little wind block here. All right, like I said, it's supposed to be super windy, so we're just going with the old traditional tip-ups today, boys. I had high hopes for today, so I brought, I think, 13 or 14, all different sizes here. There's some herring in here, there's some Cisco, there's some smelt. All right. We're gonna be hammering them today, boys. Yeah, I don't come here often. Honestly, this is probably the second time I've ever ice fished here, and I fished here once in my kayak. There's not a lot for walleye in this lake or burbot, really. Like, you'll catch the odd one, but there's a lot of perch. It's a really good lake to come with kids, and you can catch like dozens of perch. They're all relatively small. That being said, I think that's why the pike fishing in here is so good, because there's such good forage for them with all those small perch. So yeah, there's some big pike in here. I'm in the Facebook group for buffalo pound fishing, and a guy caught like a 47-inch the other day, and like people have just been catching a lot of big pike the past few weeks. And it's March, right? So it's to be expected. So we should be in about 10 feet, I think, 9 feet. It would help if the transducer was in the water. Nine feet, and there is my bait falling to the bottom. So I think we're gonna put her a little bit above half, maybe. Well, yeah, maybe right there. There's already a fish down there. Yeah, so we're in 8 feet of water. I've put it about, I don't know, 4 feet below the ice, 3.5 feet below the ice, kind of thing. Remember, the pike are more likely to see it above them, even if they are towards the bottom. Yeah, there's probably some perch down there. If you put your bait right on the bottom and a pike is swimming above, look, something's coming to it right now. There's a fish on it. There's a fish on it. Okay. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so 2 flags. I got a buddy coming out to meet me. He was supposed to be here already, but I think he was doing some ice fishing in his dreams maybe. So hopefully he was hammering them, but he's up and at them now, and he should be here in about half hour, and then we'll get 2 more down. Okay. Oh, that's a flag. Nothing. Not good. Okay, well, he definitely had it and dropped it, because there's a lot more line out than what I had. I only had it like, what, 3 feet below the ice or something, so it's a good sign. Oh, flag. Oh. Feels big. Feels big, boys. Oh yeah. It's a nice first fish of the day. Awesome. Just hooked in the corner of the lip. I'm not gonna measure it, probably, I don't know, 35 or something. Good fish though. It's a good fish. Unreal. All right, my buddy's here in his car. Splashing slush everywhere. There's like no snow on the lake, so. Oh yeah. I'll set up these other 2 for him here. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Yeah, caught a decent one. And then I had a flag go off that I missed. And as I was setting them up, I could see fish coming up to it. I think it's going to be a good spot here. Hey buddy. How's it going? Nice hat. You always got a new nice hat on when I see you, buddy. Look, you're all wooded down. Wood. Nice, brother. Yeah, I'll go set up this last one. Like, I think I have more than enough bait. I've got 1 at each hole. Plus, that's an old one. Yeah. You can, when it's warm out, it's not, you can use it, because otherwise it'll just freeze, but I don't know. Cut them in half. Then they're too small. No. We'll be good.
They'll still eat anything, man.
Yeah?
I got pizza to put down too.
True.
The rotos, they like the rotos.
I think they do. Yeah, I should have brought my ice pick because I didn't realize how slippery it was.
It's pretty slippery.
Yeah.
My car was sliding.
Really? Is it all-wheel drive or front wheel?
It's all wheel drive.
Oh.
It looks like it's really thin.
It looks like it's thin?
Oh yeah, she looks thin.
It's like up to here on my auger.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a new auger?
No. Same old. Got it?
Yeah.
So nice out. Just been sitting outside.
It is really nice. And you got one way over there?
You can use this chair. I brought another one. Yeah, one, 2, 3, 4. Decent spread, eh? This one's just not set up yet.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you need to drill.
No, I don't need to drill. You can leave that there. Thank you, buddy. Yo, here. I'll help you. So here, I'll show you how. So, grab the line, set the hook. Yep, set the hook. Feel it. Yep.
Yep.
Now, keep up with it. Bring it up.
I think it's wrong.
No, keep up with it.
Oh yeah, no, something's there.
Keep up with it. Once you see it, guide its head up and don't try and force it. Feel big?
It feels, oh yeah. Yeah, there he is.
Nice, buddy. Look at you go. Yeah.
Little guy.
You need a photo with him?
He's a cooker.
Kind of is. Yeah.
Right there?
Yeah, and hold him good.
Okay.
Show him off to the camera. Up close. Perfect, buddy. Let her go.
He's a little guy, eh?
Nice. Unreal.
He's bleeding a little, eh?
Beauty day. Ding, ding, ding. Little apple fritter coming my way, boys. Oh, flag. Okay, let's just go. It's a decent one.
Nice. For sure.
Some surgery going
Bait survivor?
here. I think so. 35. I'll show them off. And he's pooping on me.
It's just poop. Little poopage.
Little poopage, boys.
Well, he really wants to get back in there. He's like, I know where to go.
She go.
She go. Good job, buddy.
Little bait saver.
Bait survivor.
Flag. Just kidding. Sorry, I had to do that. See, I gotta keep you on your toes, buddy. I'm a bait survivor.
That's a good song. Bait survivor, eh?
I think
Little
so.
fishing song.
Sweet. Oh, there's a flag up over there, buddy. That's yours. It was spinning a second ago. Yeah, he's on there. Hold on. One sec. Okay, grab the flag. Yeah, and then grab the line, set the hook, and keep up with him. Is he on?
No, nothing yet. No, I don't even feel anything. Oh, there we go.
No.
Yep.
Bottom of the hole. Oh, okay, okay. Sorry, I thought you were in the bottom of the hole. Keep up with them. Make sure your line stays tight. He's on there?
No.
Maybe you gotta go faster? He took a lot of line, eh?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. He's not on there?
I don't think there's anything on there.
But you felt him at one point?
I did feel something, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, I feel something now.
Okay. He's there?
Yeah.
Okay. He might be stuck on the bottom now. Okay.
She's murky, eh?
Yeah. Oh, he's here. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice, buddy. And
Just a little guy, eh?
thinking he might be a bit deep hooked.
That's a lot of line.
Oh my God, I know. It's how that flag was sideways, we didn't see it. Yep, she is deep hooked, buddy.
Really?
Ah. I might need help with this one, buddy.
Swallowed?
Yeah. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Pull this up, but not... Watch your eyes. 1. Watch your eyes. 2. Let's get him go for a drink.
But look which one. Hey.
Yo, this fish might still survive. Let's just put him back.
You think so?
Yeah. I think she should still swim off strong.
Yep. Go. Good job. A little bit of surgery.
Okay. See how I cut the tips off all those?
Yeah, is that easier to cut the tips?
To roll it out, yeah.
Really?
Worked okay, eh?
Yeah, so you just gotta change the hook now.
Yeah. So that fish was a little bit deep hooked. The way the flag went up, you know, it was supposed to come up like this so we can see it, but the wind turned it sideways so you could barely see it. So he took a lot of line. I think he was on there for a little bit longer than I would have liked. He did have the second hook completely in its stomach. So what you can do is just pull the hook slightly. Don't rip his holes, don't invert his stomach out into his mouth, but you can kind of wiggle it so that the tips of your hook and all 3 hook tips came out. So it was completely intertwined in his stomach. And then I just take the bolt cutters, or not bolt cutters, just the cutters, and I cut the tip off each hook. And then you can kind of roll it out. And like I said, he swam off strong. Not an ideal situation, but I think if you can, that's a little bit better than just leaving the hook in his mouth. So yeah, if nothing else, if I couldn't get it, luckily he was an eater size. But yeah, you just feel so crappy deep hooking fish like that. but it happens sometimes. We've been checking these flags every 2 seconds, and yeah, that one was so hard to see. And we're a reasonable distance away from it. We're not super far or anything. Yeah, so I'll retie this and I'll set it up again. Today's lunch sponsored by the one and only Roto's Pizza in Moose Jaw. Let's see what we're working with here, buddy. Unreal.
Oh, the cheese is melting. Cheese is melting.
Wind's picking up a little bit. Might go post up in the truck. Perfect. Which one has the least
Just pick them
pineapple?
Just pick them off.
Is this the one you touched with your peahens?
That's the peahen one, yeah. Oh yeah, look how black this one is.
On the bottom? That's still good though.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I can't believe you like pineapple, buddy.
Hmm?
I can't believe you like pineapple.
I don't. I used to hate it.
Now you do?
I just started eating it and I like it now.
Really?
Yeah. I used to hate it.
Look at that, boys.
It's good with the crisp on the bottom.
So good, dude. Look.
Oh, stand fell.
Oh, how thick that is.
Not bad.
And I don't taste the pineapple juices. Like you couldn't get a better crust.
This piece is hot. This side got hotter.
This is hot.
Isn't it?
It's steaming. A little bit.
All my buddies send me pictures with their measuring tape.
That's a za, boys. It's funny how it went from such a nice day to this. Flag, buddy, flag. This one's me?
I think it's you.
Are you sure? Oh, another flag.
What?
Oh my god.
I'll go to that one.
Okay, so let's go get that next one. Oh my god.
Step that way. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Could have been the wind.
He is there.
Okay. Feel big? If he wants to run, let him run. Try and aim he's moving, he's right here, so let him run. Don't stop him too much, let him run. You want to aim his head up through the hole. Nice, buddy. Oh yeah. Nice, brother. Man, there hasn't been one graceful release today yet. Oh, already's up.
Red's up. Red's up.
Okay,
Let's go.
that's all you. Or that's me. Oh, the Red Sea. Oh, the measuring thing. No, that's fine. That's fine. We don't need to. Unless it's really big, I might get you to sprint over there. Already, Betsy. Oh, she's spinning, boys.
So funny. Are you sure you put something on that one?
Oh, he's coming towards me. Oh, he's off. Oh, I just seen him at the hole. No, he wasn't massive. He was small. He came off right there and I seen him swim across the hole. Oh my god, I was just setting it up. He's back on. Oh my god, he came off again! No! Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Oh my god. That is hilarious. I was just setting it up and he came and took it. Okay. Have some patience, buddy. Oh, I think he just took it again. Oh my god. He's right here taking it. Man, it is windy. Oh my god, at least the rain stopped, but it is windy. Oh, there's a flag up over there. That's you, right? Yeah, that's you. It's spinning. Yeah, lift it off from there, yeah. Yeah. Set that right away when you feel it. It was on there.
Yep. You got it.
Oh, he came off?
Yeah.
Not cool.
He was there.
Flag. For this one. Oh my gosh. TIC&Tackle 3 in a row? No, I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I think they're, yeah. Okay. Oh, he was decent. Ah, he came off, buddy.
Did he?
Yeah. Not good. Not good. Another flag. Oh my god. This is chaos. And it's on there. It was on there. Yep.
Oh no, I got a knot. I'll worry about that after. Unreal, buddy. What's that, number 7, number 8? Oh my god. There's another spot. Okay, this is literally chaos right now. I apologize for the wind, but I'm coming, buddy. She's spinning. She's spinning. She's spinning. Oh my god. Ugh. Man, this is the best day of pike fishing I've had this year, for sure. Obviously nothing huge, but man, chasing flags, baby. Woo! So my buddy's gone now. I just got the 2 lines out. And yeah, it is ugly out. I am drenched. There's like a couple inches of water on the ice. But we're living life, boys. Okay. Okay. I am absolutely drenched, head to toe, 70-kilometer-an-hour gusts right now. And we out here, boys. Yeah, I just need a breather. Like, I'm trying to set up one flag, another one's going off, the third one's going off, like, it's chaos. But my buddy left, so I just got the 2 flags out now. Maybe I can do some yapping in here. What can we talk about? Maybe some pike tips for beginners, hey? Oh my god, sorry, hold that thought. You'll never guess what just popped up. Gone again! Gone again, boys! Yeah. 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 Hey, I'm not complaining. Blood everywhere, man. Oh. She was spinning. There. Decent one. Oh, nice little tubster. That's a nice one. Not long, but just a tubster. Look at the belly on her. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Okay. He slapped my arm. Oh my god. Okay, I need to go get more bait. I'm so disorganized right now.
Where was I before I was rudely interrupted by that pike? Yeah, I guess I could do a couple beginner tips, go over a few things. So pike are fun to target. They really are. I know, like when I first started fishing, people would be like, what are you fishing for? I don't know, whatever bites my hook. You know, the thing about fishing for pike is when you target pike, you're usually only catching pike. I mean, you might catch a big walleye, but that's going to be rare. When you're putting big baits down, you're only going to catch pike typically. So it's pretty cool to kind of develop that skill and, you know, be able to target one specific species. So, and especially right now, like a lot of the lakes are dead. Like guys are saying they're not catching much of anything. So obviously, you know, end of February into March, and some places even early April, pike fishing is crazy, right? What do they call it? March Madness or something like that. So they tend to get more active as the season progresses, like towards the end of the season. And yeah, like you're sitting outside having a fire, chasing flags with your buddies. Like it's awesome. I don't know if we'll get around to doing it this year, but usually me and my family have like a annual Caputo's Derby where we're chasing flags, you know, leave all the rods and the walleye gear at home and just chase flags all day. So it's nice when you come with some friends or family because you can put more rods out, right? Here in southern Saskatchewan, you can have 2 lines. So if you come with a buddy, or, you know, me and my wife and my kid come, you can get 6 tip-ups out, and it's a good spread, and you're tackling each other, pushing each other to get the fish. It's pretty cool. So yeah, they're not hard to target. In terms of like location, I'm still learning about all that stuff. I guess I could give a few tips, you know. In March, in these big reservoir basin lakes with not much structure, I'm usually running my tip-ups pretty shallow, 2, 3, 4 feet even. If you're targeting them earlier in the season, like January, you know, or December, January, February kind of thing, I find they're out a bit deeper. I don't have much success running the baits super shallow. So right now though, this lake is really shallow, this lake I'm fishing, Buffalo Pound. So I'm actually out in the middle of the lake. I'm in about 8 or 9 feet of water, and I'm running my baits. So here's the thing, I was running my baits, as you saw at the beginning of the day. I was running my baits about halfway in the water column, or even 3/4 up off bottom. So if I was in, like I said, 8 feet, I was running them like 3 feet below the ice kind of thing. It died right off. There was like a 2-hour stretch where we weren't catching anything. And I'm thinking, okay, I was seeing a lot of perch and small fish at the bottom on my fish finder. So I thought, let's try and drop these baits right to bottom. If that's where all the small fish are and the bait fish and that, the pike should be down there too, right? So now I'm running them about 1.5 feet, 2 feet off bottom. Chaos. It just turned right on, like flag after flag after flag. So you can do a bit of experimenting in that sense, but in terms of bays and weed edges and rocks and breaks and all, I'm still learning about all that stuff. So all I know really is I run them up shallow. Again, there's not much structure in these lakes. There's not much for like bays or you know, there's the odd rock piles and some, there's a bit of structure, I guess. But yeah, main lake, 3 feet of water at the end of the season. And if you're running them earlier in the season, like January, February kind of thing, I'm running them out deeper. But yeah, I don't know, pike are cool, right? They're like the biggest fish in these lakes, aside from like some sturgeon in some of the river systems and obviously the big lake trout up north and that. But pike are like the apex predator in these lakes, right? They grow huge, upwards of 50 inches long, right? 20, 30 pounds. They're just cool, man. They're mean, they fight hard. You set the hook and they just peel drag, right? Big wicked teeth on them. So they're cool. I like fishing for them just as much, if not more, than I like fishing for walleye. And they're super good eating. I know some guys leave them like on the ice for dead, and it's just ignorant. Like, again, there's guys like me that specifically want to come out and target them. So just because you don't like them, I don't know, Maybe they think they're killing the walleye population or whatever, but I don't know. So I'd say first things first, if you want to come target pike, find a lake that has pike in it to start, right? You can look on Facebook and some of the Facebook groups, talk to the local tackle shop guys, find a lake where guys are catching pike. I know the reason I came here. Now I don't fish this lake often. Like I said, I fished this lake like one other time ice fishing, and like one time in the summer. That said, I saw in the Facebook group, guys were catching like 47-inch pike out here, and I'm like, okay. It seemed like the pike started to pick up out here. And I haven't been having much luck at the lake I typically fish, a bit closer to home. So I came out here, Buffalo Pound, and it's been good. So like I said, first things first, find a lake that actually has pike in it, preferably big pike. You're gonna need some tools. Just a standard set of pliers will not suffice when targeting pike. Obviously you're gonna need an auger and a scoop. You gotta drill a hole somehow, right? But in terms of the tools, you're gonna need a few things. So still bring these. If the fish is just hooked in the corner of the lip, these will work just fine, obviously. Jaw spreaders. So these, obviously you put them in the pike's mouth and it helps it hold it open, because pike, they like to clamp shut pretty strong. They got a pretty strong jaw on them. So you'll need some jaw spreaders. Get some long pliers or forceps. These are nice because when you're working on it, you're not having to like try and pry open the pliers. These are just kind of on your finger. So some long forceps, some long pliers. And then most importantly, cutters. I've already used these twice, I think today, maybe 3 times, definitely twice. That leads me to my next topic, deep hooking pike. Sometimes, man, you just can't help it. And honestly, any pike fisherman will tell you, anyone who respects the fish will tell you how much it sucks, how bad you feel when you deep hook a pike, especially when you can't get it out and it's bleeding and you're thinking, oh my God, is this fish gonna survive? And God forbid you do that to like a 44-inch pike, you're gonna feel pretty crappy, right? So what you can do with these is, absolute worst case scenario, if the hook is completely buried in his stomach, there's 2 different things you can do. So you can definitely don't ever pull on it so hard that you invert his stomach. That's not going to be good. But what you can do is do that very slightly in hopes that the tips of your hook come out. The entire hook may still be in its stomach, but if you have all 3 trebles coming out, you can cut the tips off them. You might need to go through the gills, unless you can get a long pair of these, but carefully go in through the side of the gills and cut the tips off of your treble. Cut it down so it's just a, just kind of like the treble, but without long tips on it. Cut the barbs off completely, cut the tips off as far as you can down. Then you can usually roll it out. I was able to do that successfully, I think 3 times today. Man, like I said, sometimes it's just inevitable. We were staring at these flags religiously and we were getting to them pretty quick. These things were inhaled. Actually, a lot of these, and thank God, but a lot of these pike today were deep hooked. So maybe that's something I can work on. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions as to why that's happening. But I'm using barbless hooks. I'm getting there as fast as I can. I'm not letting them take it. And some of these Cisco's, some of the bait was inhaled in the pike's stomach. So it is what it is, but it's good to have a plan and be prepared. So if you can't cut the tips off the hook, what you can do, if you're not comfortable doing that and you're by yourself, just before you try and rip it out, never do that, obviously. Just cut the hook as close as you can to its stomach. Sometimes only a bit of line is coming out of his stomach, so you're just gonna have to cut it as close as you can. Hopefully you run barbless hooks, so that might make it a bit easier for it to work its way out. Just because the stomach of the pike looks like it's all stuck shut with your hook, it can still open in other parts. It can still feed for the most part. Obviously it's not ideal. That can cause infections. It can rip stuff going through its digestive system and that. But hopefully, it loosens up, or I've heard guys even say their stomach acid can corrode and rust out the hook, which I don't know if that's true, but definitely never rip it out, and just kind of be prepared. Always have your hooks readily available, your tools readily available. So I've got my 2 tip-ups right out in front of the truck, and I just have these right on the ground outside of the truck. So the first thing I do is I grab, you know, my measuring board and my tools. You don't want to get to the hole and have a big fish, God forbid it's deep hooked and you're struggling, yelling at your buddy, or maybe you don't even have anyone with you and you're running around with this pike, you know, trying to hold it out in the cold or in the wind, right? So just kind of be prepared and take your stuff to the hole every time. In terms of bait, obviously you can jig for them. You can put on big plastic swim baits, like the Dragon Slayer, or big like tantrums and jig for them, even big spoon. Like you can jig for them for sure. But usually guys, for the most part, run some sort of dead bait, and you can run them on a traditional tip up like you saw today, fighting the fish hand over hand, or there's a device similar to that. There's a few different brands, Finicky Fooler, there's a few different brands. I think Clam makes one, Jawjacker has a modification for it, but basically it's the same thing. The fish can freely take the line. You leave your bail of your fishing rod open, and then you walk over, grab your rod, close the bail and set the hook, and you can fight it on a rod, which is nice. I would prefer that method. Just today, like I said, it's so windy out. These tip-ups have a bit of a lower profile. Yeah, surprisingly, I haven't had any wind or any flags get tripped by the wind today. I've got those wind blocks built around it, and they seem to be working good. Every time a flag's gone off, there's been a fish on there, for the most part. There might have been one that was set off by the wind, but yeah, so fighting them hand over hand on the tip up. And in terms of bait, obviously you're going to use tip up line, something that's not going to cut you. You're not going to use like a normal fishing line, like a 20 or 30 pound braid. You're going to use something a bit more heavy duty. I think you can still use like an extremely heavy pound test braid, but there's line specifically designed for tip up that isn't going to cut your hand. And pike, I mean, you're usually going to have a chunk of like a steel leader on there, so I don't think the pike care too much about how thick the line is. But yeah, you'll have tip up line, and then you're going to have a steel leader. There's ones you can tie, you can make yourself, you can crimp them on. I just am lazy and kind of buy the pre-made ones. They're like $5 a piece. So yeah, and then for bait, I'm using, like, you can use Cisco's or herring or suckers or smelts. I think you could even probably use like sardines and anything really protein rich, stinky, oily, smelly, and meaty, right? That's what they want. So I wouldn't use anything too big. Like I wouldn't be using like a full Cisco, like a tulipy size, right? But I wouldn't be using anything small either, like a minnow size. Usually, you know, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8 inches kind of thing. Maybe even 9 inches will work. And like I said, experiment. If you have a good spread, you can put some right below the ice, like 2 feet below the ice, put some near bottom, put some in the middle of the water column. The thing is with the pike, when they're cruising, they're more likely, this is my thought anyway, they're more likely to see it silhouetted above them than they are below them. If a pike's cruising towards the top of the water column, he's not going to see something at the bottom. If he's cruising closer to the bottom, he's may see it up top, right? So I had the mindset of run your baits a bit higher. That said, today kind of proved that wrong. Like I said, we had a few fish in the morning doing that, and then it died right off. The second I dropped those baits foot off bottom, go time. The finicky foolers and fighting them on a rod is nice. It's just, it's got to be pretty good conditions. Like I said, you don't want it to be too windy, because it can start taking, the wind can start taking line off your spool. You don't want it to be too cold, because sometimes you can get your line can freeze up on your spool, and then when the fish is trying to take it, you don't want it to have any resistance, right? And it's breaking ice off, and yeah, so but it is fun to fight them on a rod for sure. Obviously you're going to need a heavy rod, at very least I'd say like a medium heavy, preferably a heavy, even an extra heavy. You wouldn't want to be fighting it on like a medium light rod. That's just gonna risk obviously breaking the line, breaking your rod, and in order to successfully land a 40+ inch pike with a medium light rod, you're gonna have that fish super tired out, right? So whether you're hand bombing it or you're fighting them with a rod, give it to them. Trust your knots, trust your gear. If you have a heavy rod, it's not gonna snap, right? And just bring them up. Yeah, I don't know what other tips I can give. I'm still learning myself, right? But just spending time on the water, drilling a lot of holes, listening to what the fish are telling you, right? Even documenting like what time of the year, what certain spots, so you kind of remember for the next year was working, right? You could make a little, you know, a little diary, I guess you could call it. Yeah, so it's 4 o'clock here now. It's nice, I got to have a little bit of a break. I'm still absolutely soaked, but it's been a good day. It's been an awesome day. I don't know, I lost count of how many pike we've caught. It's probably over a dozen. And again, nothing huge yet. It's coming, there's still a couple hours. But in terms of numbers, man, and it's just been a great day. Like, this is probably one of my best days of pike fishing ever, I think. In the morning, it was nice. We're sitting outside having a fire. Then it just did a complete 180 and was like super cloudy, super windy. Like I said, 70km/h gusts, which is not ideal, but we made it happen. We made it happen. But yeah, like I said, they're super fun to target, especially when nothing else is biting, right? It seems like that's how it usually works come March. All the other lakes around here are dead and guys are struggling to get a bite. And it's like, I don't know, I don't do much walleye fishing in March at all. Like today, I didn't bring any rods. Last time I went out, I didn't bring any rods. This weekend is the last weekend where you can have your hard shack on the ice. So I may go do one last overnighter, which I would be fishing for some walleye kind of in the evening. But even then, probably during the day, I'll still be targeting pike. Because it is March 8th, I believe today. Yeah, March 8th. And the shack's got to be off by the 15th in the area I live, which is 15th is Sunday. So that's perfect. I might do a little one last hurrah Saturday, Sunday, maybe film a video. Pike during the day, walleye, etc. in the evening kind of thing. So yeah. Thanks, Petey boy. My good buddy left me a Joe Louis. Haven't had one of these in years. Yeah, Pete had to take off. He had to poop. But yeah, I'd probably just hold it in or maybe poop my pants before I left fishing for a poop. So probably just poop my pants, but that's just me. I haven't had a Joe Louis in a minute. Oh, so good. All right. It's been a minute, but we just got a flag. Get her back. Not gonna measure, probably 32, 33. Okay. All right, guys, I've been fishing for 10 hours. I'm exhausted. I'm getting the heck out of here. I got work in the morning and I still got a little bit of stuff to clean up here. So that's a wrap for this one. Awesome day. Not really any small fish. They were all pretty cookie cutter, nothing massive. They were all in that 32 to 36 inch range. Can't complain, can't complain. Brought a good buddy out who only fishes once or twice a year. So got him on some good fish. And yeah, can't complain, guys. So Again, whoever made it this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.
Okay, let's go.